after completing the 1v7 Insane AI challenge, I now have a completely new challenge for you guys. A new map has been made where you can play 1v10, and today I'm going to be attempting to be the first player to complete 1v10 against the Elite AI, all random. Let's begin. Alright, here we go. Forgotten Sanctuary is the name of the map. Now, 1v10 is a slightly different challenge from 1v7, especially on this map, and the main reason is that in a 1v7, typically you'll have to survive a little bit longer, but smaller waves. But in this map, there are so many players that they actually mine out a little bit faster. So you need to survive a little bit shorter, but at the same time, the waves are going to be huge. Now, I personally think 1v10 against all Zergs would be quite doable. Against all random, it's going to be incredibly difficult because, I don't know, they might have 7 Protoss players, right? It's really hard to choose an approach here. I could go for the anti-Zerg approach, which is to get a planetary fortress fast. That's what I'm going to do this game. But then if they have 5 Protoss players, they're going to show up with 1 million Immortals, and I'm going to be very sad. So we're going to have to see. I'll probably have to give it a bunch of attempts. I was crazy enough to try doing live commentary this time instead of a voiceover, just because I'm a little bit insane like that. So we'll see. Now, I believe on this map you don't have a neighbor, so I do have all these bases to myself. One thing I can spoil already for the future is that these bases are incredibly difficult to take. Mostly because you're gonna have to spam static defenses like crazy to be able to hold this bridge, and you simply do not have space for it. So I'm gonna go with my crazy 1v7 insane TVZ build, which is CC first into gas. Then I'm gonna move my barracks forward. Should I wall with the barracks? I think it's the best idea. Let's see. It's actually a little bit hard to wall this one. I think I could have placed my command center a little bit better, but it is what it is. Now, it really depends on what races my opponents are to what strategy I should go for. Against mass Protoss, I would definitely want more Liberators than Siege Tanks. If it's mass Zerg, I would rather have a ton of Siege Tanks rather than Liberators. So I guess we're gonna have to see. This is a funny thing that they do. The first thing I saw this when I played the Elite AI, I was really wondering, like, what the hell are they doing? Are they trying to take my base? Are they harassing me? Like, what is this? But then I forgot that unlike the Insane AI, the Elite AIs actually don't map hack. So they're simply trying to scout, which, since the Insane AI does map hack, they never scout. And for some reason, I was a little bit caught off guard by this. So we saw 3 Zergs already. Let's see, I did put all random, right? Yeah, they are all random. 10 players. I'm gonna make my... Oh, no, I already made my eBay, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's lift this off. Get the factory here. This is a good position for a factory, I believe. Let's see, that is an orbital. And then I think I'm gonna make the planetary after the factory because getting tanks is very important. Now, what's possible here... Yeah, I was gonna say, I was scouted by 4 different Zerg players, I believe, or 3, but I didn't see any scout from the other races, so I started to wonder, is Zerg the only race that scouts from the AI, or no? But now we can see there's at least 1 Terran and 1 Protoss. I think we've actually seen 4 Zerg so far. It's either 3 or 4 Zerg, so it's already a majority. Let's see, player 6. Yeah, those are 4 different Zerglings. That is another different Zergling, I guess. Yeah, so there's 5 Zergs, which means that I'm gonna have to go mostly for Siege Tanks. 5 Zergs, 2 Protoss players, 1 Terran, and then I guess there is 1 unknown race. Now, I don't really want to be repairing this planetary too much, because repairing a planetary costs gas, and then I won't be able to make my tanks and Liberators. Now, one thing I do know about the Elite AI compared to Insane is that they cheese a little bit less. Insane AIs... Guys, if you ever try the 1v7 Insane AI challenge, it's very difficult. You're gonna go insane by the amount of times you get cheesed, trust me. Most of the time, all of the attempts that I take are just because they cheese me viciously, and I'm not able to defend it. Now, they are attacking me a little bit, doesn't seem to be too threatening yet. Okay, so this is... Oh, this is actually the same Protoss player, so I'm still not sure which the last 2 races are. I do think I'm gonna send... Should I send my first Liberator to harass? I'm really trying to make smart decisions here, so what I think is that against mass Zergs, you actually don't really need the Liberator at home. And since we're playing as at least 5 Zergs, it might be smart to just send the Liberator out. You do really need a Liberator against both Terran and Protoss, so that's why I'm a little bit afraid. Should probably start taking the gases already on my extra base. Oh no, there's a siege tank. Okay, this is gonna be very annoying here. This is one of the things you don't want to have to deal with, so I guess I will have to keep my Liberator at home just for that already. Which is very annoying, but it is what it is. See, did he actually move away? Or what happened to that siege tank? I'm really tempted to send it out to harass because it would help me so much to just deny one of my opponent's economies completely. They're pretty bad against liberators. A lot of time they derp. They do deal with the liberator eventually. But as long as I have a liberator siege in their bases, that specific player is not going to be attacking me, which is very nice. Now let me just do a quick scout here, see if the siege tank is around. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, so the siege tank is not here, so I'm going to take the risk. I'm actually going to go across here with this lib. I'm getting 4 gases up already, which is really nice. Looks like we're going to be denying a Zerg player's economy here. The timings are a little bit weird against random because every race from the AIs makes anti-air at a different moment. Like, I think they make Vikings, Phoenixes, and Liberators on top of my head. And I'm not quite sure when the first of those anti-airs is going to hit. And I will really need it to keep my Liberators alive, so... As you can see, this Liberator is doing a fantastic job. I'm gonna go for a second factory here. Keep in mind what I said about playing against a lot of Zergs. Against more Zergs, you want more siege tanks. So that's what I'm gonna go for. And at some point, I'm gonna be adding a fusion core to get range for my Liberators. Put them in safer positions more than anything else. So my setup is looking pretty nice already. I do need to get a wall up, by the way. I'm a little bit late on that. Because I'm gonna use this worker over here. Ooh, that seems like a big attack. See, and I think we can keep it alive. I'm actually going to pull a few workers. Yeah, my Liberator is doing a really good job here. It is a big army, but they're a little bit scared. I'm going to try to take my third base. This Liberator is still alive. Yeah, whatever the circumstance... Oh, Banelings. Okay, those need to be targeted. I can never lose this PF. If the PF goes down, we are just instantly screwed. So I need to always send units to repair, even if there's a little bit of doubt. And I also don't want any of these units to die. Keep in mind, this is a 1v10. I need extreme efficiency to win this. So even, you know, something like one Liberator going down is going to feel pretty bad. At least until I become rich. At some point, I am going to become rich on this map because I have so many bases. This base is still being denied. Let's see if we can get another one. A rule for the Liberators typically is that the earlier you siege someone's base, the more likely you'll be able to deny it. Because it kind of depends on how much anti-air they have when the harassment starts. If this AI would already have a bunch of Stalkers in his base, he would kill the Liberator. But since the Stalkers are most likely on my side of the map, it's looking alright. Now, there are siege tanks here. I'm going to have to siege on top of those with the Liberator, but it's obviously pretty scary. Let's pull a few workers and get my Liberator range going. Here we go. I'm going to be able to kill that one, which is nice. Liberator's taking a little bit of damage, but not that much yet. Let's get another Liberator involved. And I think this is probably a really good time to start making turrets. Now, one thing that's going to be difficult is because is that my opponents have a Terran, and if I put my turrets too far forward, the Terran is going to kill them with siege tanks. So I'm going to have to be very methodical about exactly where I put my turrets. Ideally, I want some turrets in the front here instead. I'm actually going to start going back a little bit. If you guys watch my 1v7 games, you'll know how much strategy there actually is to these you know, AI challenges. And even like turret placements matters a lot. Please don't kill that Liberator. They are going to kill the eBay. I'm going to just instantly rebuild that. It's too important. I'm just going to make a second layer of eBay here as well. And maybe I could even think about getting a second starport at this point. That Liberator is 48 kills, by the way. Holy, that's insane. That's a beautiful... That Lib is doing so much work for me. This get taken down, sadly. Oh, yeah, the siege tanks are getting very scary here. This is why I really need Liberator range. I don't want to move my Liberators too far forward because they might die. You see, one of them just went down already. That's really rough. Let's repair this. Okay. They're shooting my turrets as well. Yeah, these tanks are really making it a lot more difficult than it would be normally. So my planetary is still alive, so that's really good news. I think my range is going to finish... Oh, it already finished, actually. Okay, that's perfect. Then I can move this one a little bit further back. I'm actually getting a little bit scared of going up against... potentially, you know, typical anti-air units like Corruptors and stuff, because my Liberators have to be far forward because of the siege tanks, but then if they're too far forward, they get killed outside of coverage of the missile turret, which is a problem. Gonna make a few more here. I might even get like a second planetary as backup. I know it sounds a little bit insane. Actually, I can't make that turret there. What do I have right now? 3 starports. Is it time for me to make some Vikings, perhaps? Vikings are actually a very good counter to Oh, dude, for a second I thought that was a dropper lord. I got so scared. Sometimes they drop units in your base. But yeah, I think it's time to get upgrades for my turrets and planetaries as well. Let's get a extra base down. Wait, did my Liberator die? Oh no, it's right here. Okay, let's see. With Liberator range, I might be able to permanently deny this. Unless there is a Phoenix, for example. Okay, let's get a few more turrets up, maybe in the bank here. And then this one. Oh, they have Archons now. Archons are really tanky against siege tanks, so that's a bit of a problem. Luckily, it was just one there. That's gonna help me stay alive for a while. I think at some point I'm gonna have to get turrets like around my bases. They're still alive. 95 kills on that lib. Yeah, this Liberator is gonna get owned every time. You can tell the Protoss is dealing with it quite well. This seems like it's almost unkillable, though. If you don't have air units, that might actually be an unkillable Liberator there. It's fantastic. Now, the way I'm gonna use these Vikings is that I'm basically gonna bait my opponent's air units over the turrets. That's the best way I can use these. I need to rearrange this a little bit. Let's get this turret out of the way. And get a few more turrets on this side. If I ever have to take that base... Oh yeah, there are air units now. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it seems like my planetary is probably gonna die here. Oh, actually, maybe it's gonna stay alive. Yeah, he's gonna unsiege the tanks because he lost the rest of his army. That is fantastic. I mean, those tanks could have stayed there and maybe killed the planetary, but instead he was scared and went away. That's really good for us. And now I'm just gonna start mass Viking production. But can I actually reach this? I can. What is my next move here? I think I should probably go for upgrades. In the past, I was a bit skeptical on getting upgrades in my 1v7 challenges, but the thing here is that I just have more bases, so I think I actually have enough money for it. Like, I think it should be affordable enough for me to get double armories and upgrades. So you can probably transfer a few from here. Yeah. It's not enough Archons, I think. Oh, okay, I'm really happy those Liberators came from that angle. That is not a good angle for those Liberators to come from. That's very nice. Now, do I have enough Liberators myself? Of course, since I'm playing against random, I don't quite have the perfect formula figured out as I normally do. I think I need a few more starports, actually. At this point, I have enough siege tanks. I need to make sure the Vikings don't go too far forward, because the Vikings are actually massive fungal baits. They always freaking fungal the Vikings if you get a little... Oh yeah, that's such a big army, actually. Let's try to repair this. My upgrade actually finished. That is very nice. Repair the planetary as well. There you go. I have a bunch of SCVs stuck here, but I actually want it. So that's nice. Now I'm going to do something else on this map, which is get extra orbitals. At some point, I want to sacrifice my SCVs, because the waves get really big. Previously, I actually tried an attempt against the Insane AI just for fun. Obviously, 1v10 against the Insane AI is a little bit crazy, but I tried it for fun. And I think around like 20 minutes or so is when they're... Oh, at least I hope it was the biggest wave that hit me. I got hit by an absolutely massive wave, so I might have to lower my SCV count just so I can get a bigger army. And then I can use orbitals to basically get my economy. Or keep my economy, I should say, because right now my economy is quite good. I think I'm gonna go for battlecruisers as well, but I don't want to make them too fast. I do have 24 siege tanks, by the way. That is incredible. Just trying to get a little bit more of a wall up here. There we go. And then is it time for BCs? I'm not sure. In the Insane AI game I tried, I went into BCs just to see if it was good, but I ended up getting punished by it because their army is so big and the BCs couldn't get their efficiency. That's what I'm afraid of. I think I'm actually going to add a few more Liberators, see if we can survive the wave. And that's going to be the first plan. Oh, yeah, oh man, I need to be so careful with the Vikings. The Liberators, or the Fungals, keep owning them. Here, come into my turrets, my friend. Yes, perfect. This is what the Vikings are so good at. All the air units are getting drawn into these turrets because of the Vikings. This is exactly the usage I need. Can I repair that? Barely not. A little bit of a shame. Gonna try to get more wall off as I can. There we go. And maybe I can afford getting like one battlecruiser or something. Could already be good just to have one. Upgrades are doing pretty good. And I feel like at this point we do have a nice stronghold. I'm actually going to start getting turrets around the edges. Just to prevent drops from coming in. Sometimes they do drop me and drops are hella freaking annoying. As you guys can imagine, when you play this, you always want to have your army focused on the front. And you do not have any time... you know, to go to the back. Even like 5 Liberators or so, you do not want to spend time getting those to the back. And I'm not really worried about these turrets blocking my bases, because I can get the bases later anyway if I really need to. A little bit of lag here, not sure why, excuse me for that. Actually a little bit unusual. Actually, let me pause the game to try and fix it real quick. Alright, let's continue. Oh, it's actually lagging a lot here. I hope it looks a bit better on stream than it looks on my computer, because this is a little bit rough. Let's see, my FPS is down to 50. Yeah, I guess this might be an unfortunate side effect of this map not being completely optimized. Because usually I don't have any FPS troubles on StarCraft whatsoever. Now, I do get my first battlecruiser out. I'm going to try to harass bases with it. Oh, they have Vikings now of their own. That's going to be quite annoying because they have long range. Good thing I get the range upgrade on my turrets. So my turrets are actually holding up quite nicely. No, wait, there's a mass... Oh, wait, the turret is baiting the army over here. That is actually an unintended, really cool side effect. This turret is so close to his base that it's actually baiting their army inside. That is sick. Maybe I can actually kill it all for free by uses of these liberators. Let's try to actually repair these guys and then get back here. Maybe drop a few more turrets, I guess. It's also a right point to sacrifice my SCVs, I think. I'm not even sure if I fit. Maybe I need to kill them myself, I think. That's probably the best solution here. Doesn't look like I actually fit. Let's see, kill all of those. There we go. Give me space for, I think it was 14 supply or so that I gained. Let's get these gases as well. Yeah, these liberators doing fantastic. I can just keep the BC here, and it's going to bait the units in, and that's actually a very nice change. Let's mine from my main minerals. Okay, how many... These libs are going to end up having so many kills if this continues. This is actually going to be crazy. And now I'm even going to get 2 more BCs. I do need to make sure... Where are my Vikings? Ah, I need my Vikings in position at all times. Else it's going to be a little bit rough to deal with the air army. Oh, that is actually a massive army now. Look at all the freaking Ultralisks. Okay. Maybe I do have to get some extra liberators. In any case, I need to re-wall every chance I get. Is that the only SCV that I have there? It kind of looks like it. That's unfortunate. No, wait, we might have lost a battlecruiser actually. Yeah, we did lose a battlecruiser. That is a mistake by me. A little bit of an oversight. I kind of thought that was going to be immortal, to be honest, but I guess not. Yeah, let's move these SCVs back here. 66 SCVs right now. Before I had 80, so I think we definitely lost a good amount. I want to be very careful with the infestors. I do not want the infestors to fungal my army whatsoever. Now I get more BCs. Yeah, I come into the turrets. It's so many turrets. The corruptors are actually getting annihilated. They are getting close to breaking me a little bit, though. You can see the corruptors or the liberators taking so much damage. That definitely does suck a little bit. Let's try to get some more SCVs here for auto repair. And like I said, now we can just drop a ton of mules. Get all that economy that we're missing by losing out on SCVs. I think we can even sacrifice a few more as well if we wanted to. I got a Raven. That's for the battlecruisers. There we go. Maybe I can actually get these liberators a little bit closer as well. Like an anti-armor missile going. Makes the BCs way stronger, by the way. Anti-armor missiles lowers the armor by 3. And battlecruisers attack like 8 times a second. So anti-armor missiles absolutely incredible with battlecruisers in particular. Now it might be time to lose even more SCVs. I'm gonna send these as well to their death. There we go. Just want a bigger and bigger army. And ideally, like with the PCs, that's gonna help me actually claim the victory. It's gonna be really hard for me to move out on the map. If you guys didn't know, what happens in these AI challenges is that once they... I'm not quite sure how the algorithm works exactly, but once they feel like they can't break you anymore, even though they have way more army supply than you, they're gonna kind of camp at home. But now we're playing against 10 AIs instead of 7. So if I'm gonna have to move out against 10 AIs that have 150 supply each, that's gonna be unpleasant, I guess is the best way to put it. So these BCs are really necessary just so I can actually kill some AIs while staying at home. I'm actually gonna... This is the first time I actually got a full wall off up. That is very nice. You get some Yamatos as well. Don't quite have another anti-armor missile. I have 2-2 on these BCs, by the way, and the Stalkers are 0-0. In general, the AI upgrades less than I would think. You would imagine that... Oh, that's a nasty feedback on my Raven there. You would think they're programmed to make their units the best possible, but actually they are not. Let's throw away a few more SCVs. I don't think the AIs actually help each other against, like, quote-unquote harassment like this. So these BCs should be able to eliminate this Protoss player already, which is going to be very nice. I can actually drop a few mules here as well to repair that BC. Not mana muling, I promise. Oh, they are actually helping. Or is it the fact that there were mules, actually, ground units? Could totally be the case. I mean, if they want to help, they're only going to lose more and more, so I like it. Corruptors with 0-0 are not going to be enough against these PCs. Corruptors are very good against battlecruisers, but not without upgrades. Now, I need a solution for this problem. I think it's time for me to take this base. But I'll have to kill the turrets for it. Am I brave enough to kill those turrets yet? I'm not sure. I mean, since they're playing Ultra... Ooh, that's... Oh my god, okay, I need to get the hell out of there. Holy crap. That was really nice that I looked there, because that's... Well, actually, I could kill a lot of libs here. That could... Oh, that is a massive air army, actually. Oof. Kind of overestimated position here a little bit, I think. That army looked a lot stronger than I was expecting. Do I still have my Vikings alive? I do still have Vikings alive. And I'm getting 3-3 now, which is great. I'm not confident enough to actually kill these turrets now, seeing that air army, by the way. That was a little bit too intimidating. Let's drop a few mules for the repair. So, let's see. Okay, they're not quite attacking me yet. It looks like they're gathering a little bit of a force, but they're not quite attacking yet. I could consider... I'm actually going to drop a sensor tower here. Just so I can really read when they attack. So when I'm out with the battlecruisers, I can actually return in time. That is probably the smart way to do it. Now, I do have 156 army supplies. So at this point, my army is absolutely massive. 3-3 is going to be finishing soon. And I'm going to have to keep camping my Vikings over here. Let's see, I want all their air units to come into these turrets. If they don't, it's going to be tough. Let's see. Yeah, it is looking pretty good, I think. Let's get an anti-arm. Oh, that fungo is disgusting, actually. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this fight is definitely hurting a little bit, but it's not that bad. Okay, as you can see, I'm destroying an incredible amount of Zerg stuff. FPS dropping a bit lower. I really apologize for that, guys, but I think it's the map and not my computer. So there's not much I can do about it. I do actually have a beast of a PC. And as long as I keep baiting them into the turrets, it's going to be completely fine. Let's get the Vikings to attack here. And actually do need to... Oh, wait, are we losing... Crap, we actually lost the command center here. That is rough. We're definitely going to survive. But it was very painful, to say the least. Gonna lose the CC again. Oh, wait, it's the freaking siege tanks. They're killing me. Nothing else. Can I actually siege that in time? Let's see. Maybe I should just fall back a little bit. Because I think the tanks can survive on their own. The problem is just that without the wall, we're slowly gonna get owned by Ultralisks, I want to say. Oh, this was a really hard break. I didn't think we were going to get broken that hard. Gonna have to get a little bit more money. Maybe it was the freaking Brute Lords that actually owned me without me realizing it. Okay, the Brute Lords are now finally gone. I have so many tanks. I should be able to deal with the Ultras. At least I hope so. 38 SCVs left, which means my army is gonna get more and more massive. Let's see, killing all the units. Now, 3-3 is finished, so these trades are all gonna be super, super good. Let's get the Yamatos on the big units. There we go, all the Vikings down. And this is gonna be a very, very nice distraction. Maybe I need to get a wall off with turrets going. Let's see. Oh, I actually lost my E-base. Yeah, then I'll wall with E-base, right? I mean, without E-base, there's not too much I'm gonna be able to do. Just keep fighting over here. I feel like I'm doing a lot of damage just by being here in general. Oh, by the drones being here, you can tell that my opponents are mined out because they're trying to get to my mineral patches. My mineral patches are the closest, so they're trying to mine from my mineral patches. That's how we know that they're actually getting... Either they're all mined out or they're almost all mined out, I would say. It's already 23 minutes in the game, so that's nice. Let's try to get those Vikings. I don't want to lose any BCs, but my upgrades are so much better. I can really just trade absolutely incredibly. You see they're making Void Rays, which is a little bit scary. I think we're just going to go back and try to repair these up. There we go. Maybe get some more Liberators. I need to be careful where I siege those libs. Let's see, let's get a few more turrets up here. Here we go. I still haven't taken those bases, but it's fine. I actually don't think I have to yet. Maybe get a few turrets here. I mean, I have the most turrets on the left side, so that's where I should be baiting all of their units for the most part. You see, my Liberators are sieged so far. The siege tanks are really struggling, which is fantastic. Oh no, come here, Void Rays. Stop killing my freaking... Ugh. It actually ignored me and killed the Liberators anyway. It's kind of rude. Not really a fan of that behavior, but it is what it is. And now there's so many workers. For insane AI, when they start doing this, it usually means they have about a 10k bank left. For the elite AI, I'm not 100% sure. I think I'm going to have to stick to my approach of just killing everything really slowly with these BCs. Because the army doesn't seem super impressive. It seems like something my tank should be able to defend. Especially with these turrets on the sides. See. It's actually funny that they automatically send siege tanks to help as well. Okay, it's time. I'm gonna do it. I need my extra money. You guys can tell I'm running out of money. So I'm actually gonna try and take that base now. There we go. The rest doesn't need to be killed. But can I actually just kill this entire army with my BCs? I think I might be able to. There's no upgrades on... There's +1 on these Marines, guys. +1 Marines do not damage +3 battlecruisers. Trying to Yamato those Archons. It's pretty hard to target them, actually. I think I got most of them. That's nice. Okay, doing a good amount of damage. And now we can drop the Mule Hammer over here. And that's going to deliver us a lot of money. Oh, there's Corruptors here. Okay, for the Corruptors we run, for sure. Corruptors do a little bit too much damage for my liking. I'm going to use this one. And then I'm just going to simply... Oh, I actually never hotkeyed that orbital. And I'm going to simply just repair back up. The damage here is fantastic. I wonder how many... If we have like one... Oh my god, that tank is 98 kills. Which one was it? 98 kills in that siege tank. I was going to say, I wonder if we have any hero units. But that is definitely an absolute hero right there. Should I get another CC? I don't think so, right? I don't have the money anymore. Oh, there's a Brute Lord. Brute Lords are like the most painful thing. Because my tank shoots the Brutelings. And it kills my own turrets in like one shot. Good thing they don't have upgrades, so they actually die very fast to the Vikings. Here we go. Okay, battlecruisers are almost repaired up. I mean, we're getting there. I don't really need this gas, by the way. I could probably be ignoring this gas, but I guess I might as well get the resources while I'm at it. See, there's one more BC that needs to be repaired here. Please repair that bad boy. Where are my Vikings at? Those could also be repaired. I don't see a lot of air units, so I don't need to pay attention to my Vikings too much at this point, I think. I'm just going to try and harass the top base instead. Because this seems relatively well defended. There's some kind of units here, I saw. I don't know what it was. But it looks like there were some kind of units there. Put these up here as well. Make these orbitals. I'm going to hotkey my Vikings on a separate one so I can actually deal with it. Oh, we killed one player. I didn't even kill anything yet, but I'll take it. That means he's probably completely out of drones. Okay, so player 12, we can leave him alone. Obviously, once a player is eliminated, it actually doesn't matter. All they do is send the money to the ally, to their allies, and that's it. It's not like his buildings are any more threat to me. I think for the most part, I just have to kill the main buildings here. That's usually how you can eliminate the players. But I guess this player has too many units to be eliminated, so it might take a while. See, I'm just going to kill all the spines and stuff. Is player 11 here? I don't see player 11. I wonder if they actually pull the units back if you're... killing their base like this, even if they know they can't defend it. I mean, I really doubt any of them has an army that can kill 11 BCs on their own. Together, they definitely can, I want to say. But on their own, I'm not so sure. And since it's mostly ground army here, I think my Liberators and tanks are going to be perfectly fine on their own. Now, I think it's time for me to take... This is actually a little bit risky. Let's get turrets up a little bit more on this top side so I can actually take this base. But wait, does my CC fit in there? Ah, it doesn't. I'm actually gonna have to kill all of them. Okay, that is unfortunate. Now let's just make sure player 11 has no more buildings. There we go. And we're gonna take this base as well. And then once I've mined this out, I should have enough money to even... Well, not quite remax, but get pretty close to remaxing. There's a random Spore Crawler over here for some reason. Not sure why that's there. Dude, BCs have such sick DPS, actually. It's beautiful to see them kill the buildings. Let's see, where's the army? There's a bunch of Ultras. This is what I'm talking about, by the way. Notice how they haven't been attacking in anymore. But they still have an army that would kill me if I moved out. That's why I'm taking it at a good pace with these battlecruisers. Yeah, I think I have all the upgrades needed. I didn't get the +1 air attack upgrades because I thought the BCs were more important. Let's see, maybe I can actually siege a few lips forward to kill those workers here at this point. And then we can really see what exactly they have. There we go. I wonder if Liberators could help me kill one of the players, actually. But this is player number 10. Let's make sure to kill the next guy. It sucks that they actually micro the workers out of the Liberator range. Else I really could be killing those for free. I think I could probably move my tanks a bit forward at this point. I need to keep my Liberators with me. Actually, I don't have that many Liberators, thinking about it. I thought I had way more lips than that, but I only have 6. Oh, that is sick. I unsiege the lips and they're actually suiciding the workers in. Because they're scared of the Liberators, but not the siege tanks for some reason. So the Liberators are actually making sure that I got all the worker kills there. That is fantastic. Now, one upgrade I should have gotten was Transformation Servo, so I could have landed these Vikings a little bit faster. I'm just gonna keep scanning ahead to make sure I don't accidentally run into a million ultras. That's the plan here. I'm just gonna try to siege here. Unsieged tanks have really good DPS, so as long as it's not a million small units, we're gonna be fine. Like against a bunch of ultras, yeah, that army can easily be killed by unsieged siege tanks. I won't have to worry about that too much. Just gonna shift click around this base a little bit so I can focus on my tank movement here. Yeah, exactly. Target fire the ultra. Oh, look how fast that died. Oh, this guy actually does have upgrades. So how does it work? Do they sometimes make upgrade and sometimes they doesn't? I'm a little bit puzzled on that part. Wait, he's mining me with mules? That's something like a human player would do. What the hell is that supposed to be? Let's try to get this player. Ah, he still has turrets alive here. Okay, I see. I'm just gonna try to kind of shift click around these bases here. Player 9 is dead, which I believe is the Terran player. The Protoss player is still alive, however. So I'm gonna have to take care of that. Maybe bring a few SCVs here with me. I always like to give myself a little bit of insurance, like make sure, you know, that I don't walk into a trap of a bunch of ultra stuff like that. Like, this is just enough for me. I can easily deal with this. But if I have sensor towers and turrets, I feel a little bit safer. Dude, look how the DPS on these tanks is actually crazy, right? It's really, really sick to see. Excuse me. And make sure to kill this base. I think this is the last buildings that player 10 has at least. Let's see. Doesn't quite surrender. Ah, he has more cannons. There we go. Player 10 has GG'd. So now we've eliminated... It's actually... Normally you eliminate 7 players, but I have to eliminate 9 players here. Or no, 10 players, which is quite a lot. I'm just gonna try to keep scanning around to see what they have. Mata the Queen, get the Roach and the Hydra as well. You see my money is way bigger on this map than another map. I think I did a really good job here of delaying these bases, by the way. I feel like without the turrets on those sidelines, I definitely could have been broken. But because I took these bases really late, it's been awesome. By the way, guys, if you want to see me do this in another matchup or be crazy enough and try insane, please let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy the content, obviously make sure to subscribe to the channel. I do read every single comment, so whatever you guys want me to do, I will most likely do it. So no worries about that. I still think it's incredibly satisfying to see these BCs go to work. Like, look how fast this dies, for example. It's just beautiful. And they also move while shooting, so eliminating bases with BCs is extremely satisfying. Way more than, I think, with any other unit, really. Even cannons die very fast. There we go. Player 3 has surrendered. Which one is player 3? It's the Protoss player over here. These players have not surrendered. Oh, wait, this is player 3. Oh, what? Why is this Nexus here and here? What the hell? I'm not going crazy, right? That's actually what I just saw. What the hell? That is... okay. Is that a normal expansion pattern? I'm not quite sure if that's the case. Seems a little bit of insanity to me, but I guess to each their own. Player 6... no, player 8 is dead, which is the Zerg player over here. So I think we only have the island on the left side left to clean up. See, this is player 7. Let's try to get player 7 out of the game as well. I wonder actually what I should build here normally. Like if I play against the Insane AI, for example, I think BCs are a little bit too risky, but what would I make? Would I maybe make Thors instead? And in that case, I would also have to get upgrades. I find it really interesting to think about the theory in this, because for the most part, StarCraft is actually not as much a theory game as people would think. It's very much, you figure out a build order and you execute it to perfection, and that's pretty much it. But in this AI challenge, very often everything just comes down to me having the perfect theory, like in the TVT and the TVP especially. Okay, so this Terran player has surrendered as well. I actually thought it was someone else that surrendered, but I guess that is this one. Player 7 has surrendered. How many are left? There are 2 players left, 5 and 6, who I'm pretty sure I will be able to find on this island over here. Might as well seize these Liberators. Here is player number 6. And it looks like we're going to be able to eliminate this challenge and actually do it in my first attempt, guys. I like to reveal the attempts at the end, but this was actually my first attempt, 1v10 against random. I thought it was going to be very difficult. It was challenging in some ways, but I definitely figured out the way to do it pretty fast, I would say. I think, yeah, the most annoying thing was actually a little bit of the FPS drops we were suffering, because that means we might suffer from that in, you know, future challenges on this map as well. That's a little bit unfortunate. It's not like there are that many 1v10 maps, right? This is the only map. This player number 5 is going to be our final one. And there we go. A beautiful 1v10 against the Elite AI. Very happy with this one. Let's look at the units lost. 24k against. Well, you guys can calculate that against a lot. It's probably about Probably like 400k or so, I would guess. Maybe a little bit less, 350k, something like that, but it's beautiful. Let's see if we had any particular hero units. There must be a tank with at least 100 kills somewhere, I believe. That one is 93. Where's the... Yeah, 119 and 120. Those were definitely the big boys that were at the front. There we go. 84 kills on that one. Vikings are never going to have an infinite... 140, 120... Dude, all these Liberators were crazy. Holy crap, dude. This is 146, 128, 140. Let's look at the BCs as well. 60, 86, 98... 106 BCs. Well, that's absolutely amazing. Let's see what the APM was. 303. And that's going to be it for this challenge, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what challenge you want to see next. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all for the next one. Adios.